Hey guys, Suraj here. In this video, we'll talk about Pinterest ad. In this video, we'll understand how Pinterest platform works, how Pinterest ad works, what type of products and niches are really good for this platform, how you can start running ads on platform, what are the different things that you need to start running ads on Pinterest platform. And not only that, we'll understand how to create campaign, how to install Pixel, and from there how to test products and then how to scale products profitably. Okay, so let's dive in. First of all, let's understand about the platform in itself. So Pinterest, if you know, it's a platform with more than 400 million active users, and mostly the platform is for inspiration purpose, like home decor or fashions. So there are some niches that works really well on Pinterest. So for example, home decor, fashion, beauty, health, these niches work really well on Pinterest. And the thing is, because most of the audience out there are women, 60% of women uses Pinterest, and they look for inspiration purpose, ideas, and what they can buy. And the good part is that most of the user on Pinterest platform want to take the inspiration for buying purpose, for shopping. So that's a good thing because they are looking for great ideas to just make their life better, or I would say make their like home better, or in terms of looks, or in terms of anything like which will enhance their lifestyle. So that's why Pinterest is a great platform for anything that works as an inspiration. So that is one thing. And then more than 25% of time spent on Pinterest by users is for shopping purpose, as I mentioned. So mostly people come there to look for shopping purpose and for inspiration. And then it's also a search engine because almost 50 to 60% of the audience on Pinterest are from US, like mostly like US users Pinterest majorly. And so that's the thing, like US is a great market. Almost 55% of the user on Pinterest from US earn over $100,000 in say per year. So not only that Pinterest is a great platform just to sell your product, it's also a platform in which you can sell high ticket items. Like the average order value from Pinterest is normally more than $50, which is higher than any other platform. So that's the thing with Pinterest, is like the buying intent and the buying power on Pinterest platform. Basically, Pinterest users have higher than the other platforms, especially compared to TikTok. So that's the other benefit of Pinterest. And then Pinterest is also a cheaper platform because it's kind of an underrated. The thing is, people have tried it out and they were not that much successful on this platform because of various reasons. And maybe they haven't tried it out. They have focused on Facebook or TikTok or Google. That's why it's kind of an untapped platform still. And the good part for us as a dropshipper, as an e-commerce owners, is that you can run pretty much any product on Pinterest. Like most of the time, you will get banned with those products on, let's say, TikTok or especially on Facebook. But there are very rare bans, or I would say like no bans. Like even if you can get any sort of like let's say restriction on your account, you can easily get that back within 1 to 2 days or even few hours. Their support team is really good. You can even get personal support from Pinterest, and you can run pretty much like traditional dropshipping products on Pinterest. So these are some of the good advantage of the platform. And I feel that if you're starting from scratch, the other point that I forgot to mention over here is that if you're starting from scratch, you can test product on Pinterest at a very low price point, like $5 a day. So you just need $5 a day to test one product, but then there is a downside of Pinterest, which is like it takes more time compared to TikTok or Facebook to show you results. Like it will take around 6 to 7 days to get results, and there is no benefit of running at higher budget. Like I have tested it out. I have tested campaigns and products at higher budgets, like even $100 per day, and most of my profitable products were at lower budgets, like $5 per day, because the platform itself takes time. So your ad account will take time to adjust, to understand your audience, and because of that reason, there is no need that you run at a very high price point right from the start. So you just need $5 a day for a single product. That's a beauty of Pinterest ads. And yeah, not every product will work on Pinterest, so you need to pick specific products. So the research process for Pinterest is pretty much same as what you do for Facebook ads or for TikTok ads. You just need to check out products that are working in the market, and especially in this niches like home decor, fashion, beauty, health. If you can pick a product in these niches, you will see much like I would say better results. For example, let's say there is, if I can show you, for example, one of the tool I have, Mania. Here you can see the Pinterest ads. Right now, this is a home decor product. Like I just filtered out by weekly winners. You can see this is a home decor product. Again, this is kind of a home improvement niche product. And then you see this is a beauty product. And then similarly, this is nail niche in itself. Anything around nails work really well. And similarly, you can see health niche and beauty, health, home improvement. So you see 24K pins, and yeah, this is again a home improvement product, then beauty niche. So research is pretty much same. Like you just have to pick the latest trending products on that platform. Let's say Pinterest, if you're doing research for Pinterest ads, you need to pick products that are working on Pinterest. So that is what we do as well. And like this is the way you should go for. And on Peakstar, I guess recently PinSpy or Pinterest Spy is I think is added or is going to be added. So you can check that part. Like you can check Peakstar for that, just to pick out some of the latest product that are working. So yeah, the research process is pretty much same. Now let's move to the next part, which is how to set up Pinterest ads. Okay. Now we have understood about like the pros of Pinterest ads, how good it is. So why you should not try out Pinterest ads. The cons are basically like not every product works on Pinterest, and very specific product work. And then second thing is it's not that fast. You won't get result as fast as like TikTok or Facebook. It takes time. And then I would say tracking is not that much of an issue. Like it takes time for the platform itself to record the sales, but I don't think it's much of an issue. You can get like you can track result using UTM parameters. And then what we have is next in terms of cons, I don't think there are much cons now. Like these are the I would say like downside of Pinterest. Other than that, there are major plus points. Especially the CPMs are really low. Like especially for if you see the markets like US, you can get CPM of $3 to $5, even less than that. Like sometimes $2 CPM for US. So the platform is pretty cheap. Like the quality definitely you will get initially will not be that great, because Pinterest will analyze your audience, your exact audience. So you will get a bunch of traffic. But the thing is, you're only spending $5 or $10. That's the max amount I would recommend that you should start with. And in that amount, the testing can be done pretty easily. And you can even test multiple products in parallel. Like for example, if you're testing at $5 per day, then I would recommend like testing 3 to 5 products if your budget allows, because in that way you can run multiple products in parallel, and then by that you can basically figure out one winner, and there are high chances that out of 3 or 5 products one will be a winner. So that's the beauty of Pinterest ads and how good they can perform. And let's move to the next part, like how to set up a Pinterest account. It's pretty easy. There are 2 ways to do it. Like number one is, if you have created your normal account, you can just convert it into the business account by going to the settings, and there should be an option to basically convert it into a business account. Otherwise, you can go to ads.pinterest.com. I think I just before this call I created one account, and using this only, ads.pinterest.com. And then you just need to fill the basic details about business. Let me show you. These are the details that you fill. This is the first stage. Like for example, in the profile name, you add your store name. If it is a general store, you can add general store name. You can provide your website link. Country, I would recommend adding like your home country, or you can add United States, because on Pinterest you can target any country. So there is no need to select United States only. It's not like TikTok. So you can select your own country. And then next would be like, what's the focus of your brand? So for example, there are multiple niches or categories given here. If you don't know, then you can select other or maybe home, and then you can select top three options. I normally select sell more products. That's it. And then the next thing, describe your business. We'll say online retail or marketplace, Shopify store. And then we'll select Shopify over here. And then next, you've been interested in running ads. Yes, I'm interested in advertising. Perfect. Then provide your details and phone number. What you can do is you can provide your own phone number. It's not for something like verification or anything. This is something that so that Pinterest can provide you a personal support, and they have like agents that can help you. But I won't recommend like following their guidance, because they are not into direct response marketing. So I would say, like, just for support purpose, in case your account get banned, or if you want to know the insights about your ads, you can get their contact, and then you can select no over here. Let me just fill some detail. Let me see if I can even skip this part. And let me see. Okay, for now I can skip. Okay, so I would say for now you can say import your product or install this app, Pinterest app. So you can go to your store, and then you can go to App Store, Shopify App Store, and then install this app, which is the next part, I guess. Once you have set up your business account, you can go to the next part, which is basically installing. Okay, before installing the app, I guess the second next part should be to verify your domain. How you can do that is basically you can go to this particular section. Just see, you can go to your profile over here and then click on settings. So this is the first thing that you should do after creating a business account. How you can check whether your account is business account or not. It should show business over here, right? And then it should also show this ads section. And after this, what you should do, these are the steps that you should focus on. Username should be ideally your store name or your product name. I would recommend like store name if you're running a general store. And then these are the steps that you should follow. Number one is change username as per your brand or product, and then change the image, which is this one. You can change it to your product or your store logo or your brand logo over here. And then you can have small about us section over here. You can tell something related to your brand or your product. I would recommend like noting down, like using Chat GPT and write down at least 5-6 line description about your store and just add it. It's pretty simple. Like, you don't have to, I would say, complicate things on Pinterest, because it's not like Facebook that they will ban you for no reason. You can add very simple information, and it's pretty, I would say, like dropshipper friendly platform. So you can add some basic information and you don't need to fill all this thing. So once you do that, I guess this is done about a section, and then add cover image, which should be like, we can say this is your cover image. You can add a cover image, maybe your store banner or something related to your product. That's pretty much it. And then go again to like settings. And then the next part that you should do is you should claim your website. It's kind of like a domain verification that you do on Facebook as well. So how you can do that is by going over claimed account and then claim website. So you can click on claim, and then what you can do, you can either add this HTML tag in the header section, like let me just do it, copy this part, and let me go to my Shopify, and this is a test store, and let me just edit code, and then this is my theme.liquid file, and just below the header, I would say like paste it over here, like just below this canonical URL. I would just paste this link and I'll click on save. Once this is done, I will go over here and then I'll click on continue, and then I will add my store name, click on verify. So it's done. So yeah, once this is done, the next part is to basically install the Pinterest app. How you can do that is basically you can go to apps, then app settings, then click on Shopify App Store, and then search for Pinterest. This is the app. Pinterest app that you need to install. Once you do that, so let's do it together. Add sales channel, and then yeah. So connect Pinterest account. Let me just add it. Yeah. Now, so the thing is, after installing this, you may see some like errors on your email account saying that okay, your shopping is let's say rejected, or you cannot sell your product, because most of the time merchant approval pending, it will end up in, I would say, like they will not allow you to list your products. So that's totally fine, because sometimes what happens is like your product description is bad or something like that. Because of those reasons, they won't allow to approve your merchant account, and that is something that is not necessary. It is good to have, but it's not something that is necessary. So yeah, so the most important part for us is, if you see the marketing section after installing the Pinterest app, is to go to the marketing section, and then we have to ensure that the Pinterest tag is installed. That is the most important part for us for basically doing the tracking thing. Once this is done, then we can click on continue setup. So this is done. We just have to add billing info, and that is something that you can add from your Pinterest account as well. So how you can do that is by going to ads and then clicking on billing, and then you can provide your business detail. Like, it's not something very strict again. You just have to add your business detail and then click on save. Then it will ask you to add credit card information. You can add virtual cards or your own credit card or debit card. That's the only payment way over here. That's the thing. Like, you cannot add PayPal or anything. You can just add credit card or virtual cards info. So once you do that, then pretty much it basically that's it. The next thing is we have to do is activate conversion campaign. So on Pinterest, the thing is, by default, you're not allowed to create conversion campaign directly. You see, there should be an error. Increase your conversion events. So you will need some conversion events on your store to basically get this enabled, which is the conversion related campaign. But we want conversion campaigns only. We don't want a consideration campaign or brand awareness. We just want conversion type campaign. So how we can enable that is by going to your website. You can go to your website and you can go to any product page. For example, let me just go to the product page. This is one sample page we have, like, again, created on your Shopify, Pagefly basic page setup. And then how you can now enable it. Let me just show, where is this inspect element? I'm not able to click it. Oh, I have disabled it. Okay, no problem. So what you have to do is, normally you can right click on your page and then click on inspect element. So for me, it's not working because I've disabled it. But you can, if you're not able to do it, go to more tools, go to developer tools, and then you have to go to console over here. Let me just copy this. Okay. Okay, just clear this part. Okay, yeah, so over here you see, let me just clear this part. And on your site, what you have to do is you have to paste this code. What this does, what basically it does, it is basically it will trigger the conversion event. We are triggering the event of basically a sale or purchase. So Pinterest will notice, okay, there are multiple sales on your site once we paste this code. So let me just paste it. And you have to do this like 10 or 20 times. And by this, Pinterest will think, okay, your site is getting a lot of sales right now. And this will just enable the conversion event. So I'll just do this multiple times. And after doing this, after doing this for like 10 or 20 times, then you just have to wait for 5 to 10 minutes, and then your conversion event will be active. Let me see if I can do it right now. Okay, not now. So yeah, you have to wait for some more minutes. Let me see if, okay. So yeah, so we just have to like wait for a couple minutes. Once this is done, you will see conversion campaign. So let me show you one of my warmed up account. So this is the setup that we should now, after doing this, like after enabling our conversion event, the next part is to basically start creating our first campaign. So creating campaign is very simple. Like, it's the simplest way, I think, compared to other platforms like TikTok or Facebook. It's very simple. Why? Because you just have to create like a $5 campaign, and there is no ABO on Pinterest. there is only one way you can create it, and that's a CBO campaign. So how you can do it is basically, let me just give you an example. For example, this is one of the campaign we have. Let me just, if I can duplicate it. Okay, yeah. So this is how you should do it. Like when you're creating your first campaign, it will be like exactly similar. Once your conversion campaign is active, you should click on conversions and then name it as something like your product name. It can be something, whatever the name is, product name, and then date. You're launching it, let's say on 25th of March, and then the country that you're targeting. So US is a very good country for Pinterest. You can even target Germany, Netherlands. These are also good countries, but US is a very big market on Pinterest. Like half of the audience, or maybe more than that, on Pinterest is from US. So this is what we do. And then campaign status, we'll select active, and then campaign budget would be daily. Budget would be $5 only. Okay. And then run continuously. We'll select run on specific days because we want to launch for the next day. And the thing with Pinterest is that there is only one time. There is no like local times for Pinterest. There is only one time, which is the UTC. So I would recommend launching it at 12 midnight time for UTC. So for example, what I would do is it's 25th. Yeah. So for the next day at 12 midnight UTC time, that will be my launch time. And you don't want to launch it at very abrupt time, because especially for Pinterest, it spends really abruptly if you launch it at very different time. And especially when you're launching for on the first day, it will show some like abrupt data. And I'll show you an example for this as well, why this happens with Pinterest. Pinterest is really, I would say, fluctuating on the first day, but it will adjust itself on the second day and third day. That's why I recommend not to spend much right from the start. You should spend only $5, not more than that, not required, because in the initial days, you will be just wasting your money if you spend more, because on the first initial days, it optimizes your ad account, your pixel, it understands your audience. So you'll get terrible data on the first day. Your CPMs will be very high. Your CTR will be very low. So I can show you, for example, like for one of my audiences. So, but for now, let's say this is what we created our, like we worked on the campaign level. We provided the information. Now we are at the ad set level or ad group level, whatever you call it. I will name it as a stacked interest. And this is what we are going to do. So we have to come here, like targeting details. And here we don't have to choose anything. We just have to come here, interest and keywords. And then we have to go over here in the drop down and then try to select as many interest as possible. Right now I've selected only 4, but I would recommend selecting at least 5 to 10 or even 20 different interests. And how you can find interest is, for example, let's say your product is in the beauty niche. So what I would do is, instead of selecting this, let's say, for example, this one product, let me see. Yeah, this is a hair comb. I guess you have already seen this product on TikTok. This is hair comb. So let me select some related interest to it. So for what I will do is I'll select individual interests that are let's say big. So for example, hair accessories, hair care, I will select, let's say, hair color, and then hair tools, hairstyles, and let me select some more as well. Let's say face makeup, anything that you feel that can be related to the audience. Like you don't need to be like you should not select only the product related interest. You should select basically those interests that relates with your audience. So for example, any women is basically a potential audience for this product. So I can select all the interests that are related to women. So especially makeup, anything around that, like nails can be a big audience. But at the same time, I have to keep in mind that for Pinterest, I should target my target audience should be under 30 million. 30 million, under 30 million is a good size for Pinterest. And I would say a sweet spot for Pinterest is 5 to 10 million. If you are at that range, then Pinterest can provide you the possible good audience. And that's what I've seen with my products. So for example, over here, if I don't select these options, if I go with only like here, so I'll select these options and then I'll try to find out possible interests that are around this size. Right now it's crossing like 20-25 million, but up to 30 million, it's fine. So once you do that, once you select that, and then you can also search for interest, for example, anything around here. Let me see if I haven't selected that. So let's see this one, and maybe this hairspray, hair maintenance. You see the size is decreasing here. Why? Because what's happening over here is I am selecting like sub interest. Like I've already selected a bigger interest before, but right now I'm selecting a sub interest inside it, and Pinterest will basically give priority to the one like the sub interest rather than giving to the bigger interest. So that's why the size is decreasing over here. So but so you have to keep an eye like what you're choosing. So instead of like you can even choose the sub interest because the size is fine. And I would recommend like selecting 7 to 10 different possible interests related to your product. Otherwise, like instead of searching over here, you can just basically search into this section like beauty here, and then like basically going inside of it and selecting the interest. Why I'm going inside as well, there is a reason. Because Pinterest provide you I would say like a benefit or a plus point of Pinterest is that you can later factorize, or I would say like split or break down which interest is performing well for you. So for example, let's say we are selecting multiple interest over here, but let's say you want to know like from where the sales are coming. So maybe only hair color is responsible for all the sales. So that basically could be the best interest for you. So that's the reason why we select like why we don't go with like only hair. Like it's possible to go select only hair, and all the things inside of that will automatically be selected. But when you will do breakdown to understand from where the sales are coming, you won't get the data. But if you select them individually, then you will have data, okay, from where the sales are coming. So that's why it's important to select the inside interest, like the sub interest, I would say. And yeah, this is pretty much it. Like I'll show you some more example for it. But yeah, once you select this, then go to demographic and select like if you feel okay only female are related to the product, then select only female. And then specific range, definitely I would recommend like 21 plus is it's good. But if you feel okay, I feel that 25 plus works really well. So you can select that. And then location wise, you can select all US location, or you can specify any specific country. So let's say you can basically target any country. So over here you can select it. Otherwise, you can select US. And then language, there no need to provide any restriction. Devices, no need to provide any restriction. And then budget and schedule, it's fine. It's already selected. And then over here, optimization and delivery. Over here, you should select checkout. So checkout and then automatic, and then this is active. Now you're coming at the ad level. So over here, what you should do is you should click for this particular option. You should click on select pins. And what we are going to do at the ad level is we need to have 3 ads. So this is the structure that I always recommend. 1 campaign, 1 ad group with stacked interest, and then 3 creatives inside of it. And especially for me, I have seen TikTok style creative works really well. Like if I can show you some of the examples, their CTRs are the best. Like I've tried out simple pins, image pins and everything. And the best CTR I have got and the best results I have got is through, I would say, the TikTok style video. So you can use the TikTok videos as well. And the best part is there is no saturation over here. So I can use the same video for more than like, let's say 6 months or 7 months. And I can use the old videos as well. Right now I'm using old videos. And it's not like TikTok that your content, because your content is old or your content is used by many people, and because of that, your content will not work. You need fresh creative. No, on Pinterest, because the platform in itself is so untapped, you can use the same creative and it'll work for you because the audience is little different and there is no such saturation that I've seen. So I can show you, for example, that I'm running some creatives and they are giving me consistent 3 plus 4 plus CTR from last 1 month. So so yeah, pretty much this is it. Like what you have to do is you can click on select pins. Let me see. You can also go to create pins. Like select pins is something if you already have uploaded multiple clips on your, I would say on your account, on your Pinterest account, you can basically select those pin. Otherwise, you can click on create pin. That's what I normally do is and then I upload video from my desktop, from my system, and then I upload it over here. For title is something that you can basically use exactly the same what you use for TikTok ads, like the headline, or you can say the ad text. You can put this, And in the description, you can provide a very small information. Like for example, let me show you, if I have example, let's say for this product, for example, like this one. So this is the ad copy that you can add. So this is the ad copy: favorite skincare device, get it today. So exactly like what you do on TikTok, like your ad text, you can add it. And then a small copy of your product. It's totally fine. Like ad copy can be something like this. You can generate it from ChatGPT. So it should be like 3-4 lines. It should describe about the pain point and the benefit of your product. So, and then it should end with a call to action, and then it can also end with a benefit driven line, like for example, flawless skin is just a click away. So all these things like works really well for Pinterest. And yeah, once you have this setup, pretty much that's once you create this, let me show you at the ad level. If I go over here, you see, okay, then the destination URL. Yeah, so over here, what you should do is you should add your product page link, right? And once you do that, you should end it with this thing as well. Let me just paste it. Let me just add it over here. UTM. So yeah, so you should add this UTM tag. What this will do is this will help you to basically track your sales. So you'll get a data from which campaign the sales are coming. Right now, it's pretty simple because it's only one campaign, one ad set, and 2-3 videos or creatives. But in case of multiple, let's say, I would say like campaigns or ad sets or videos. So to understand that and just to track those details, you should add this particular info. Let me just add a question mark as well, I guess. Yeah, let me just add a question mark over here. Yeah, so for me, like I have recently generated over $2,000 in last 1 week from Pinterest, and it's giving me more than like 4.5, I guess, ROAS. And it's a different product. Like I cannot show you because we are just running it. So it's a dropshipping product. We just started running it, and it's giving us a good results. So that's in a different account. But yeah, so basically we are getting good result, and one of our student as well has generated good results from Pinterest. And that was into the home decor niche. So I know for sure like how good the platform is, and like people are generating good results with it. So it's just about like sometimes some product doesn't work, so you just need to like test out, because it's a learning stage. And what I'm providing you is through my personal experience and the results that I've got. So I just feel that you can try the same thing and you can see the results. And yeah, basically this is how you test. Like I provided you the campaign structure, how you can test it. Like I can give you an example. For example, this is the one 9th Feb, I think $10 or something. But yeah, normally I recommend $5 structure, one campaign, one stacked interest, and inside of this you see 2 or 3 creatives. I normally recommend 3 creatives, but sometime 1 or 2 of your creative will get maybe rejected because of some issues, but it rarely happens. So normally 3 creatives is the structure that I would recommend, and then just let it run for some days. And I have given this structure as well, how to analyze your ads. So after launching your ads, like after launching your first campaign, what you should do next, you should let it run for at least 5 to 7 days. And like I would recommend 7 days, and I would say like just let the platform optimize. And the thing is, you have to also check out some details. Like once you see like 100 plus visitor on your site, you have to optimize it, and these are the details that you should work on. But normally if I show you, like for example, this campaign, it was launched on 9th Feb, and then you see CTR is 0.63 and CPM are 0.75. So the data will be really, I would say like fluctuating, and you will see like a very different type of data. But this campaign is kind of stable one. You see CPMs are 3.38, CTR is 2.81. So, and CPC is 0.12. So you see like the data is kind of very fluctuating, and it will fluctuate on the first day and maybe the second day, but after third day or fourth day, you'll see CPMs are getting better and CTR is getting better. So this is the thing that you should look for, the initial KPIs that you should look for. So after day 3, when you have spent, let's say $15, so you should see, okay, what's the CTR on day 3. So on day 3, if you see, like normally after day 3, I would recommend having a CTR of at least 1%. If you're not seeing that, it means your creatives are not performing. Maybe you should try out new creative for another 1 or 2 days. But if it doesn't perform, you should basically switch to the next product. Next parameter that you should look for is add to cart. And by add to cart, I mean like on your store, after day 3, you should have at least 5% add to cart rate. So let's say if you have received, let's say 100 visitor on your website, then you should have at least 5 add to carts on your store. That should be the bare minimum criteria. Otherwise, if you don't see that much add to carts, then you need to change your offer. At least try another offer for another 2 days. So that is the next thing. Third thing should be like at least have one add to cart in 3 days. Again, like if you don't see one add to cart in 3 days, so you should definitely test more offers and have at least one sale after 6 to 7 days. So if you imagine like 6 days of testing for one product, it's only $30. So in $30, if you don't get one sale, you should move to the next product. That's pretty much it. These are the rules that you should follow. And if you see like sale in, let's say, first 3 days of let's say first, second day or third day, or maybe under 6 days, if you see one sale, then what should you basically you should do is we have this criteria for scaling. But before that, these are the simple criteria that I've noticed. I've tried out at least 5 to 6 products, and one product worked really well for me. So that's the thing. Again, you need to test out multiple products, and you need to find out creatives as well, and that are working on other platforms. Let's say on TikTok, especially on TikTok, you'll see some great creatives. So you can use them directly on Pinterest. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And these are the simple criteria that you need to follow. And once you see good results from any product, that's the time you should scale. You should focus on scaling. So for scaling, it's pretty simple. So if you see really good results from a single campaign, you just have to double the budget. So for example, you are running at a $5 campaign. So what you should do is, if you see, let's say 4 ROAS on day 3, or let's say you see your break-even ROAS is 1.5 or 1.6, and you are getting one more than your break-even ROAS. So let's say your break-even ROAS is 1.5 and you're getting 2.5 ROAS. And I would say like wait at least for 2-day consistency. If you see like for 2 consistent days, you're getting profitable results, then just double the budget. So at 5, your campaign is at $5, so you just launch it at $10. Just increase the budget to, let's say right now if you see, they are at $10. So daily budget was 5, they have spent $10. So yeah, so you can basically increase the daily budget by clicking on this. And I would recommend doing it at the start of the day, like maybe 3 or 4 hours down the line. Let's say it's 12 a.m. Or 12 midnight UTC time, and you see like there was great result from last 2 days, then increase the budget maybe up to like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. Don't increase budget at, let's say I would say like 6 p.m. or let's say 10 p.m. If you increase budget at that time, Pinterest will see, okay, the results are okay, you have increased the budget abruptly, it will spend within the first 1 hour or 2 hours. But if you increase the budget right at the start of the day, that's when it will basically, I would say like it will distribute the budget accordingly. So yeah, and then once you see good result, definitely just double the budget of that campaign and try to find out more interest related to the winning interest that you have. So how you can do that, for example, let's say for example like this one, if I go over here, there is an option where you can click on targeting breakdown and then go to interest, where you see like bath and body care, makeup, skincare, and maybe it has some data. This product doesn't have much data. Let me see if I can see some data. So over here, let me see. Okay, so you see like 11 conversion, 5 and 6 from makeup and skincare. So you see, okay, skincare and makeup is giving me some sales, and let's say they are profitable. Let's say they are of 4 ROAS or 5 ROAS, and then what you do is basically you try to find out more interest, or maybe you can try out only skincare in the second campaign. So this is how what we do is like we create more campaigns, and by this we are doing a horizontal scaling. So we are trying more interest and more keywords as well. So there is another way to target audience. Right now we have only discussed about interest targeting. There is another way, let me show you. Right now we talk about only interest. What we can do is we can also add keywords. So this is another thing that you can do in a different campaign, because what we are trying to find is we want to find more possible interest, more possible audiences that we can scale later on, because we have already identified that, okay, the product is performing better, it is giving us profitable ROAS. So what we want now is we want more campaigns with profitable audiences, like different interest or maybe different keywords. And you can type out like other keywords, let's say makeup, anything around makeup. You see there are a lot of makeup keywords like makeup, nails, and all these. So you can add all results. You can click on add all results and it will provide you an audience size. So similarly, you can add more than 80 keywords. I would recommend like anywhere from 50 to 80 keywords that you should add. And the size again should be anywhere from 10 to 30 million. And once you do that, you have a new audience to test. And this is how you come up with multiple possible campaigns. And then you just see, okay, how profitable they are. If they are profitable, just increase the budget. And I'll talk about like more about scaling. There is another method called CPA scaling, in which once you see consistency for 10 days, 15 days, then you start targeting like bid cap. As you see, like there is a bid cap in Facebook ads. There is a CPA scaling in which you specify, okay, I need my sales under this amount, like under $20. So you do that on Pinterest, but that is for advanced scaling. And we can talk about that maybe in the next call. But yeah, this is pretty much it about Pinterest testing and finding winners and how you set up your ads and basically scale it from there.